Hi, biologists. So this is your Unit 1 revision overview. So we're going to go over what you need to do in order to achieve mastery for Unit 1 in biology. So if you go to your biology class with Ms. Fabrizio on Google Classroom and you go to classwork over Unit 1 revision, but all right at the tip top, so it should be easier for you guys to find. You can go through each of the learning bundles. I have an overview for each of those, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about those. I'm just going to kind of talk about what this whole unit is about. So this unit is on like what is a cell and bacteria and viruses. So it's actually really relevant to what is going on in the world today, because your final QPA and mini QPA 3 are going to be all about researching some sort of pandemic. And yes, you can choose COVID if that's something that you so choose. So it's actually something that we all know about if you're watching the news, if you're talking to your friends. So being able to find the facts about this viral infection are going to be really important. So mini QPA 1 and 2 are going to be about the cell. So first things first, we need to, what is a cell? So it's the structural and functional unit of life, meaning it makes up literally what we are. There's so many cells in my arm, in my eyeballs, in your arm and eyeballs, and liver cells and brain cells and pancreatic cells. They're all created of this one single unit called a cell. And it's also the functional unit of life. So cells have a lot of different specialized organelles, which are little tiny structures that help the cell run. So they are performing different functions, and a lot of them are performing specialized functions. Your brain cell is going to perform different function than your heart cell, right? So they have different functions and they have different specialized, but they all have sort of like this basic unit that they follow, that they like look like, and that's what we're going to go over. So you're going to go over what a cell is, and then how do cells reproduce. So some cells don't live that long. Some cells live forever. So a lot of our cells, like for example, our skin cells, we have a lot of dead skin cells, right? So those may need to reproduce and grow more often than your brain cells. So a lot of people, if you think, get brain damage, they aren't able to just grow new brain cells. So those are more precious to us, right? Because we're not able to just reproduce those as willingly. So we're gonna talk about what mitosis and meiosis are, and then we're going to go into the mini QPA 3 and QPA, which is talking about, so what happens to your cells? What happens to your body when you get these awful diseases, when there's bacterial infections and then viral infections? So different things can make us sick, even fungi can make us sick. So really focusing on one, what are we, what are cells, how do they do what they gotta do? And then what about bacteria and viruses? So what can harm these cells? So like I said, it's really interesting time. You can do, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now with this pandemic hitting hard, both the US, Springfield, and around the world in different parts of the world. So thinking about what is this viral infection, and then how can we prevent its spread? So there's a lot of different social and bacterial and not bacteria, I'm sorry, biological factors that go into it. So just thinking about how the world is responding, is that something that you think is good? Do you think that the social distancing has helped? Why or why not? And then thinking about the biological solutions. So the race for the vaccine, the different things that are going on. So hopefully that's interesting, you guys. I, of course, would love to talk about it. So please come to office hours. Please ask me questions, and good luck.